say this, if you can be suspended or fined for taking a performance-enhancing drug, steroids or another drug, if you can be fined or suspended, and we saw a champ like Shirk who was, then yeah, it is a problem because it isn't legal yet in the system. We can debate whether it should be or not, but as long as it's illegal and people are using it and they're being fined or suspended, I think it's a problem.
Okay, see, my opinion is that if you are taking, just like if you have a headache and you take an aspirin to make yourself feel better, okay? If you have an injury, a serious injury, and you take steroids to heal you, that's the smart thing to do. I mean, that's what's going to heal your body. If you're taking steroids to make yourself a better fighter because you don't have the skill level or something like that, then it's a problem. And in our sport right now, easy, I'm gonna throw the lowest number I possibly can. Okay, it's 50% people take them. Easy, if not more.
Wow.
And that's I know a ton of people in the industry, and that's the number.
It's bizarre. It's like
it's
totally,
not just about our sport. I mean, it's about any sport.
about any
you can
sport,
see
yeah.
all the athletes that you go to the test and it doesn't get positive, and then they find out later on they have been taking steroids. So
yeah.
So you fought guys on steroids, both you guys, and you feel
I
we're on,
fought in Japan,
even if they didn't
100%.
test.
I fought in
Sure,
Japan. I mean, I fought in Japan, and we don't know weight limit. So
Yeah.
I think I have been. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, but I didn't care actually because I think on myself to have my system, as he said. Sometimes you take steroid to put your tech. If you had enough technique, it doesn't matter you have much steroid. If you don't train right, it doesn't matter how many steroids you take. There's
So
no
is Ken Shamrock correct? Maybe
No.
they should look at it and say steroids are legal, because I think if we get into a medical debate,
It should be a medical thing. Steroids aren't going to make you punch harder. They're not going to make you,
Well, they
or they're
actually
not
do.
going to make you punch better.
Yeah,
Okay,
no better,
they're not
yeah.
going to make you have a better arm bar. What they are going to make you do if you're on steroids when you compete is they're going to make you have less cardio. Okay, so there should be a like, if you could medically document that you need it to heal your body, because your body is your vehicle that you're getting paid for. Okay, if I'm out from an injury for 9 months that I could have healed in 3 months, I got to feed my family. Okay,
Yeah,
what am I
but
going to do? Am I going to be out for 9 months and not have a paycheck? Or am I going to say, okay, I'm going to take this steroid that's going to help me heal in 3 months, and now I can feed my family again?
Yeah, that's what the steroid made it for.
Yeah, but it's not used for that. A lot of guys, they say, okay, they recoup faster. Like when I did my last fight, I was, 42 years old, and normally you train 2 times a day, and you can't train more because if you train extremely hard, your body breaks down. And then a lot of guys my age, they start saying, they start taking roids because then they recoup faster again. I didn't need it, and I was 41 years old, and I could train as hard as I did before. So I think as a fighter, and all the other sports, I always say, it's okay to use it. But fighting is a mental thing. Fighting is who's the strongest up here. That's what I would say. And like you said, there's technique. If you use it for the reasons like you said, I'm okay with it. But then you have to know that you're going to be tested positive in a certain amount of time, and you need a doctor's approval, of course. But then again, you're going to get doctors or surgeons who are going to be friends of fighters, and they're going to use that as an excuse. There's always, they need to know, did he really tear an ACL? They need to see pictures of that, and then if they
Documented medical
stuff,
reasons,
then
for
I
sure.
say, okay,
and
I
your
can
opponent
understand.
would agree to that. Your opponent would say, I understand then that this guy's been on steroids for medical conditions, and I still am willing to fight him. Would that be
Sure,
fair?
that would be.
I think I'm agreeing.
That's never going to happen because of the media propaganda machine that we have going on in America that's trying to make steroids like cocaine, that it's the devil drug or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it's never going to happen.
Well, I don't think it's as performance enhancing. Only looking back at baseball, I can't believe that only 4 or 5 guys in baseball were using it back in the time.
Yeah.
Because I think they were just probably a lot better athletes already. I think the recovery period, have you noticed that, more than actually making you a better athlete is what I'm saying with steroids.
That's what it is to help you recover.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Good. That was good. Thank you. And great insight too about Sean Shirk, like Boss brought up. That was great about you and Sean, similarities there in your testing.
Yeah, that's it really sucks for Sean.
Yeah, I feel bad for
Yeah.
the guy.
Well, I do. I think of all the guys, it's hurt him the most.
For sure. And he had a ton of fans behind him. I mean, everybody wanted to be a Muscle Shark fan, and then, like I said, the media propaganda machine that makes everybody believe that steroids are evil. Now he's got that shadow over him.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're getting